teachers. Last year we had 5 campuses, this year 6 campuses, 6 teachers of the year. And we said, let's add also office staff of the year, support staff of the year, administrator of the year. And for the administrator of the year, we had the assistant principals, instructional coaches, and principals. And we got nominations from the parents and from the staff. And the principals, right now, the principal got the administrator of the year this year. And I want to tell each and every of our principals, they are doing a great job. That's why I got for each of them a special gift. I didn't bring with me today, they were in my office. I'm going to present those to each principal at the retreat. We're going to have 5 days retreat after next week, I think. I'm going to present them. All of them are, let's give a big hand to all of our principals. It was very difficult for us to choose one of these principals. And believe it or not, all of them got really highly nice recommendations for this admin of the year. And I'm going to read now a couple statements from the parents and staff. He's always there when we need him. His office is always open to help. He has an open mind to take suggestions and honestly listens to them. His heart is definitely there for the kids and will do anything that is best for them both academically and socially. Test scores and grades are important to him, but so is making sure the kids love learning and are happy in our choral environment. He is always concerned to make everything as fair as possible and please as many people as possible while still making sound educational decisions. His work ethic is unbelievable. There is not a time of day that he won't respond to a text or email for not only a parent, student, but staff too. He is patient and humble about all that he does. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to work so closely with him and absorb and learn all he has to teach. He is a principal, friend, and makes you feel like family. He is a rare breed and our campus is fortunate to have him at our site. Another one, I will never leave this school as long as he remains as the principal. I could write an entire page on why he deserves the Administrator of the Year. I am so blessed to have a principal like him. I tell all my friends and fellow teachers outside choral that everyone deserves a boss or administrator like him. His work is a key to our success every day. He works countless hours and exceeds what any administrator does for their campus. He values my input as an educator and wants me to succeed. Daily he puts in tireless effort and enthusiasm. I value his opinion. I am a better educator because of him. I could write a novel about why he deserves Administrator of the Year. He does it all from taking care of his staff, facilitating a positive learning environment to students, to creating a campus with integrity. He is always available to answer even the smallest questions from the teachers. He goes out of his way to make sure we feel heard and supported. For instance, after the last administrator survey was sent out by central office, he asked us to each follow up with an anonymous card explaining what we would like to see worked on and changed within the school. His door is always open, and this is made by multiple people. His door is always open, and he makes that clear throughout the year. He makes it a point to know every student and parent in the building. He is always searching for ways that we can celebrate student successes and build a strong school-home relationship. Anytime a student or teacher has a suggestion for bringing people together, he gives all the assistance he can. His only limit seems to be hours in the day. It is no secret that our campus faced challenges this school year. In the tumultuous times, the student body and staff all looked to him for answers. He not only provided solutions and listened to feedback from everyone that wanted to share, but he also demonstrated how to handle difficult situations with clarity and compassion. I feel valued here at our campus more than I have anywhere else in my 8 years of teaching. I have turned down other teaching opportunities because I believe in the vision that he has for Coral Academy, blah, blah, blah campus. And those he, there was a name, but I am changing them to he, to make a surprise at the end. 3 words. Another person said 3 words. Best principal ever. Spends more time than anyone I know on all angles of the school. I can't say enough about this man. Always there when I need to be met about something. Always on task and has everything under control. When I had a touchy situation each year, he handled them so quickly I did not have to worry. That is so important that a child or parent does not escalate. Every morning he greets parents and students. Who does that nowadays? I think all of our principals there. He has great expectations for the school and has uncompromising standards. He is not afraid to get his hands dirty with any issue, such as bullying. He dives right in, sets the example. He is available to parents. I see him every day. He makes time for you. He has been my ultimate role model as an educator since his first year as assistant principal until today as our main principal. He has worked harder than anyone I have had the pleasure of working with. He is always putting in the effort to make himself visible and available to our students and staff members. Although he is a very busy principal, he still finds the time to ask how I am doing when he sees me around campus. He is a big factor to my growth and success as a teacher. Last but not least, a short sentence. Always has a smile on his face and is always looking out for the kids. Please join me to welcome our Administrator of the Year, Principal of the Year, Mr. Serdar.
I'm very emotional right now, really, while you were reading those sentences.
Mr. Michel. That's a husband. She's doing the pro bono, DJ.
So this person, the people who are in this category are working really hard to make sure that we do our jobs well, and then I would like to invite Miss Kendra Coffey to get those notes.
Then I feel like I have made an impact on other people's lives.
Every parent feels special. She knows every student and parent by name. If you need something, anything, she is always willing to help. She continues to support the community and generally cares about every person. She sees it, anything that needs to be done, and supports in every way. She is lovely and an advocate for so many teachers and students. Unfortunately, this person is not here today, so accepting this is Miss Flores for Deb Freeth.
And Deb says thank you. I heard. And some of the words and the statements from some of the nominations that came were a person of integrity, someone who has so much decorum, someone who's worked with us for so long, A parent nomination actually said that their child wants to repeat that grade level again just to be with that teacher. And I said, well, I don't know, I can't really do that. So, but I mean, that was very flattering. I can say that I've worked with this person for such a long time. This person has been with Choral Academy almost as long as I have. And I've been with Choral since the beginning. But I know that in my observations, being in the classroom and seeing this person day in and day out with so much integrity and practicing a craft that she's a master at in the classroom and also as a leader within her grade level team and within the building, I want to present the Tamarus Teacher of the Year Award to Miss Michel Church.
This is my first year at Choral, and the teacher I'm gonna present was one of the teachers who came to my office as of first day and stated that she was ready to help me whenever I need. That was a huge thing for me in the first day. As a doctoral student and official doctoral candidate, I did read from August to May, I did read almost 275 educational articles, and those educational articles has a common outcome describing the educator. Outstanding educator is described as positive, productive, collaborative, and setting the goals in the beginning of the year and following them consistently. And plus, as the fifth one, and the most important one for me, is part of the solution instead of being part of the problem. So I'm gonna invite one of my best teachers and teacher of the year, because I have teachers in different tables, but I am gonna invite Miss Muslu to the stage as teacher of the year.
To receive this award.
Good evening, everyone. I think I know like more than half of here because I've been in 4 campuses, so I know like almost like more than half of the people. So good evening. As you know, like John said, Eastgate campus was a new campus this year, and you know that opening a new campus is difficult, it's hard. So, and we try to build a positive culture at our school, which we believe that it's very important. And all our teachers work very hard to build that positive culture at our school. And we are glad that we finished the school year successfully, building that positive culture at our school. So I will just, and this teacher, and I will say she, so that means that eliminates about like 20% of our teachers. So she is, she also just contributed a lot building this positive culture. So, and she is also a teacher that we stole from another campus. So that eliminates the half of other teachers as well. So I'll just like to say some couple words that, and she received also like the most nominations, because this was shared with the parents and the staff, and she received like the most number of nominations. So these are just some couple quotes that the parents or staff said. The teacher is supportive of her colleagues as she has a ready smile. The teacher maintained excellent line of communication with parents throughout the year. The teacher is not only winning hearts of the little students, but also all parents. It is clear that the teacher runs her classroom in an organized manner, empowers her students, and truly enjoys helping to shape them. We are truly sad that our time with her will have been so short. We know exactly what our children are learning for the week. Another one, the teacher has provided essential building blocks for the future learning and fostering my son's love for the school and learning. The teacher is the most outstanding teacher I have met so far. She is the perfect mix of patience, kindness, and intelligence. She goes above and beyond for her kids and truly cares about them every single day. And the last but not the least, the teacher, well actually this teacher is, now you'll probably know, she will be selected 2 years in a row to Teacher of the Year. She was selected last year, also Teacher of the Year at Windmill campus. So please, let me introduce Miss Avila.
Well, she relates to the kids. She knows how to actively engage her students. You can tell she cares about her students and her job, from a Centennial Hills parent. Another comment, she is very well educated and prepared to teach with the innovative techniques. Very accessible and kind with my son. She rocks, from a Centennial Hills parent. She is a very dedicated person. She cares not only for the students but also for the staff. She tries to find various activities to help the morale of the staff well. She is always positive and thinks in a positive side of the things. She contributes a lot to the climate of the school. Centennial Hills staff member. There were a couple more comments. I didn't want to mention, it will take time. And that teacher, it was really difficult because when I looked at all the comments, the teachers selected, there were top 3, their nominations that they received, they were very close to each other, but we selected the top one. And let me announce, we are lucky to have such an amazing group of hardworking teachers, and I'm thrilled to announce our 2018-2019 Centennial Hills Teacher of the Year Award going to Miss Henry, our Freeth and Krystal for education. Congratulations on your phenomenal hard work and dedication to our students.
For this.
Thank you so much. Mr. Arjan mentioned earlier that the Sandy Ridge campus earned U.S. News and World Report. We were ranked 7th this year. But what we don't say often is that means that it's a top 3% of public high schools in the nation. That is a team I'm lucky enough to work with. So this particular teacher, I was able to witness come out of her shell this year. She joined the leadership team. She's a consummate professional. The kids love her. I want to share with you some of the things that her parents said because I think they say it best, and also her teammates. So fellow teachers and staff say this teacher has taken on the additional responsibilities as department chair this year and has continued her commitment in the classroom. She is approachable and has the very qualities you would want in an educator. Her parents say, this teacher is kind, compassionate, and just phenomenal. Where some teachers may give up on a student who does not show a natural aptitude for a subject, she reaches out and finds a way for students not only to pass, but excel. And I got to witness this myself in a variety of IEP meetings where she just went above and beyond to really get to know a student and understand what they need. Another parent shared, this teacher has thoughtfully and articulately explained concepts that my son never felt comfortable admitting that he had struggled with. And she took time with him to go over concepts that other teachers had brushed through in his previous years. She even took the time to help him with his ACT test years after he had graduated from her class. This teacher is exactly what we think of when we think of someone who deserves Teacher of the Year. Please join me in congratulating Miss Zharina Flores in 2019.